Sam, how's the first practice?
We played really well. Offensively, second year in the system, kind of going through it a little smoother. Guys know where they're going. Look really good up front, so I was excited about it.
What's it like coming into this season?
Is Jordan any good? Yeah, he was playing pretty solid today.
What's it like coming into this season with a target on your back as a team?
We talk about that, but it's not really viewed like that. I just like to view these practices the same as I did last year. Every day it's what I can do to, be the best player possible and best teammate, and bring people along with me. So having a little bit more of a leadership role and understand the offense better now, I'm able to incorporate people in that a little more.
What makes each wide receiver unique from each other?
Everybody's just got a different skill set. You got slot receivers short underneath, guys that can go play one-on-one, fast guys. So it's really just, player dependent.
How different is your relationship with Jordan this year compared to this time last year?
Yeah, we were really tight last year. Not like we are now, obviously. Just been through a little bit more, had a little bit more real conversation, spent the offseason together, just hung out. That's my guy, so it's going to be my brother for life for sure.
Sam, you guys lost some key players offensively and defensively off last year's team. How are the younger guys, the veterans, stepping up to fill those holes?
Yeah, players, we keep talking about last year a whole bunch, and, I'm just trying to move on. I'm not worried about replacing anybody. It's just taking the guys that we got now and, putting one foot in front of the next and focusing on the day in front of us.
Sam, Kenny said yesterday that you and Jordan and others on this team have bigger goals and expectations than anyone on the outside could possibly have for you. Where does that come from for you personally, and I guess what are your goals and expectations for this season?
Yeah, me personally, I guess it's kind of just been my whole life. I have the highest expectations for myself, and I really believe it can happen. So why not? Why would I ever short myself in my own beliefs? And then, what was the end of your question?
Just what are those goals and expectations?
You talk about Heisman and national champs, so that's kind of the goals. But you worry about that, before the season and just summer talk leading up to give you more motivation and stuff to work harder. But now it's like I said, just every single day getting better.
Would you say the offense was further along on day one than you expected it to be, or was it around where you expected it to be, or not as far along?
In terms of guys knowing their responsibilities, no, but we made a lot of plays, and ball placement was really good from all the quarterbacks. 7-on went really well, and team period did as well. So I was impressed with the playmaking ability, but the fact of knowing where to be, that's kind of expected.
How do you feel about the potential to throw the ball more early downs, taking guys into aggressive situations?
It's good, just puts more on my plate. I'm excited for it. It's just going to be the team that we are this year, so just trying to, play into Coach Arroyo and Dillingham's game plan and play it to the best of my ability.
How's it feel to finally be here on the field, ready to go for the season?
Yeah, super exciting, man. There's nothing like fall camp, just being locked in, shutting out the outside world and just being there with your guys, late nights at the facility. So I'm just really soaking it in and, enjoying the experience.
How would you describe your working relationship with Coach Arroyo?
Competitive, pretty playful at a lot of times and, serious in a lot of senses. I'm a serious guy, he's a serious guy. And we get along really well just because, we have such high passion for the same thing and got a lot of love for each other. So, it's one of my guys.
Sam, do you sense the whole team shares your mindset that last year is past and this is a new year, the slate is clean, etc.?
I'd say so because we just emphasized it so much. Early on, no, but now, yes.
How are you doing just learning patience as a quarterback now, just being into your second year as a starter here and just taking what you're given versus wanting to go for certain things? How's that working?
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better for sure because last year I was kind of trying to, prove to the team that I can, go play some ball. And this year it's really just becoming the best quarterback possible.
What kind of stands out just the amount of depth you guys have on offense? Pretty much every position seems like 5'16".
Yeah, the guys that were at the bottom last year, we just kind of upped the ante on that, and our depth's just a lot better. We're talking about it in the team meeting the other day, just on the travel squad, gonna have to leave, some good players at home when we travel. So that just proves our depth.
What do you think of the wide receiver unit as a whole? It seems like there's a lot of playmakers out there.
Yeah, we're making a bunch of plays today. 0, 12, 18, 16, and then our tight ends were making plays, threw Shimon on a corner ball. So we just got guys all over, and it's just bringing them along with us, and everybody's able to make plays now. So it's pretty fun to, be able to put the ball up there and see it come down with someone.
You guys good?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.